Hi guys, what's up? It's Stephanie. It is a week number 3, January the 16th through January the 22nd. Yep. And let's get into books. Let's just make this real quick. Let's get into the books that I read last week. So I started the week off by finishing Green Envy by Aleatha Romig. Placing this in dark suspense romance. Give it 4.5 stars. Give it 4 Steam fans. Had this as an arc. It has been released. Go out and read it. Unless you haven't read Red Sin yet. Go read Red Sin first. Then go read Green Envy because, so good. We are picking up where Van and Julia's story ended before, and you are not going to be disappointed. Aleatha gives us more twists and turns in this corporate espionage kind of story of arranged marriage and the age gap, and I was here for every single moment of it. Every single moment. I even read the last part of it like twice. Maybe a third time is going to be needed by the time the next book comes out, but I am so excited to find out where this goes because these plot twists are juicy, you guys, are so juicy, and I am here for it. Oh my gosh, so good. Next, I finished A Chef's Kiss by Nina Crespo. This I'm placing in contemporary. This is part of the Harlequin special edition line. I got that wrong in my video that I gave to them, and it just bothers me because I had to like re-record some things and it was just not good. I am off track. So giving this book 4.25 stars, giving it 3 Steam fans, had it as an arc. I believe it's available for you guys to go read. It is such a sweet, beautiful story. Nina did a series called Tellbridge. And over last Christmas, not the Christmas that just passed, but the Christmas before that, she had a series of books that come out, and this is now like a spin-off of that series. So we have Philippa and Dominic. Both of them are chefs. They connected when they were vying for a internship or like a sous chef position at this, or auditioning. There we go. Auditioning for a sous chef or a chef's position at this restaurant, resort, and things like that. And they had a relationship until they didn't have a relationship any longer. And then they went their own ways, and Philippa ends up finding herself having sort of a good life and running her own kitchen and doing things the way that she wanted to do them, getting her dreams and stuff like that. While Dominic ends up going and winning a cooking show, starts this whole trajectory of being that celebrity chef thing that's, you know, all the rage and things like that, until he has an event that he has to do at Philippa's restaurant. And watching the two of them with their teamwork and everything like that, then they get into the heart of why they broke up in the first place and some things that ended up happening there. I really enjoyed this story. It was very sweet. It had a bit of spice to it as well, which I am not used to with these special edition books from Harlequin, but this one definitely had some in there, and I was here for this story. Next, I am going to talk about Salt Shaker, which is Lunchtime Chronicles number 29 by S. London. This is a contemporary. It is interracial romance. It is a novella. It's part of the Lunchtime Chronicles. Like I said, I'm giving this one 4.25 stars. Miss Sierra, which is what the S stands for, gave us something different in this one. Giving it 3 Steam fans, and had this as an ebook through KU. This is a Black author. And y'all, this one like did something a little different because both of our characters are over the age of 35. I was here for that. Here for it. Nessa is celebrating her 40th birthday. I think it's 40 something birthday, but she's celebrating her birthday, but her loser of a boyfriend doesn't meet her at the club. So she ends up being at the club with her friends, i.e. like many of the female characters and their significant others from previous Lunchtime Chronicle books. are at the club. They're livening it up, except for Nessa is like, I'm just going to do it up by myself until she runs into Roman. Ooh, Roman is this 50 something, just got out of the mafia, not mafia, organized crime, like a gang type situation where he was like the enforcer. Excuse me. Excuse me. Bringing in this new element of action. What do we have here? And I have a feeling that these next stories that we get from S. London in the... Oh, goodness, sorry. Sorry, guys. So the next, like, a couple stories are going to be about the other people that we meet that are connected to Roman in this story. And I'm like, yes, do your thing, Sierra. Do your thing. But there's this, like, connection that Nessa and Roman end up having. And like I said, there's a little bit of action and some suspense that goes up in here. And I was here for this. I was here for this story. Here for it. Yes. Give it all to me. Give it all to me. Then I finished Shameless Chef, which is Cocky Heroes Club. It's part of the Cocky Heroes Club. It is a standalone. However, this author, Gwyn McNamee, Gwyn McNamee, has written other books in the Cocky Hero that have characters within this book. So this is a contemporary. It's rom-com-ish. I'm giving it 3 stars, giving it 2.5 Steam fans. I got this in my romance reveal box for January, and I also listened to it as an audiobook. I'm kind of disappointed in it, just a tiny bit, because we have 2 warring chefs. This was like the week for chefs. I was like, yes. Give me all the chefs. So we have Jameson, who is a celebrity chef, gets his friend to back him and start a restaurant. Well, lo and behold, the space right next door to him is another restaurateur that is opening. So they now are fighting back and forth to open their businesses, open their restaurants, and do the thing, right? And lo and behold, they have an attraction to each other. So they're playing pranks on each other, but then there's this attraction and things like that. The thing that I didn't really like is that there is a secret that is held for probably about 75 to 80% of the book. You hear about this secret that one of our characters is holding. Actually, both of them have secrets that they're holding on to. You hear about them holding on to these secrets, and they're like, I'm not gonna tell. Oh my God, they're not gonna want to be with me once they find out the secret. And that kind of got annoying. And then the secret is revealed, and then the things that happen to sort of, I guess, fix or resolve part of the secret just was like, really? And it just didn't really fit together for me. I wish it had just been a story about warring chefs back and forth, playing pranks on each other to open the restaurant and things like that, not to have this heavy topic placed on our plate. So in this book, there are content warnings for illness, for childhood trauma, for the fact that Jameson is pretty much a jerk. I find it very hard. That was the other thing. I find it really hard to let him have his redeeming moment, because in some ways his redeeming moment is quite manipulative. I'm just saying. And then the final book that I'm going to talk about is Stripped, which is Happy Endings #1 by Zoey Castile, placing this in rom-com, giving it 2.5 stars. 3 Steam fans. Listen to this as an audiobook. This is a Latinx author. I had been hearing about this book and was like, I want to give it a chance. Plus this cover right here is real, like, real sexy. And it was on my hoopla, so I was like, let's do this. And I kind of wish I hadn't. If you have ever watched the movie Magic Mike, that's exactly what this book is in book form. Like, really? So we have Robin, who is a 5th grade teacher and is a horrible maid of honor to her friend, which was another reason I was like, what is this story about, and why? Because you hear about how bad of a friend she is in the beginning of it, then you get to the middle part where the friend really isn't talked about, and then near the end you all of a sudden have the wedding coming up, and the rehearsal dinner happens, and then the friend pops back in and is like, you're such a bad friend to me, blah, 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 blah. It's like, really, that's what we're doing? That's what we're doing. And then we have Zach, or Fallon, however you want to, fit his name, what have you. But that is our stripper guy, and he's so Magic Mike. I'm so old. I've been with the stripper thing and doing the stripper thing. I dropped out of, did he drop out of high school or did he drop out of college? But regardless, he dropped out of something. Then he has this like history of abuse within his family, and a father that is like neglectful to his little sister, and his little sister ends up coming up and doing all this stuff, and then there's some secrets, and I was just like, sorry, I was like, what is this story? And the detail we go into about the whole show and the Magic Mike scenes, this was Magic Mike in book form. Period. Da. So, what am I currently reading? I got a lot, guys. Oh my goodness. I had an explosion of arcs come in, and Stephanie needs to get caught up. So, I am reading Big Ben by Nana Malone, which isn't an arc. This I saw on my hoopla, finally was offering it to me, and I was like, oh, yes, I want to get all up in there, all up in that series. This is heist and secret societies, and yes, give me more. Then we have Put Me in Detention by Meghan Quinn. I've had this, I think I've mentioned this, that I had it as an arc. It has been released, so you guys can go out and check it out. I'm going to listen to it as an audiobook, and I already have a feeling my feelings are going to get hurt. I already have a feeling. Then we have Unsung Melodies by Angela K. Parker. This is the 3rd book in her like musician series that she's running, and I have enjoyed the first 2 books. This is about our last band member that is in the group, and I need his story so I can finish out this whole series from them and know all about these band members. Then we have The Final Play by Amie Knight, and this is the 3rd book in her football series. I may need to reread book number 2 to see if it connects or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm excited to get to this. I didn't know that this book was coming out until it arrived on my Kindle. It was like, hey, hi Steph. Hi, I'm getting ready to release this book, and I need you to read it for me. Yeah. So then I also have A Chance for Us by Corinne Michaels. This is the 4th book, I believe, in this series, and definitely looking forward to this one, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is either an arranged marriage or a fake marriage or something or another, but it's my catnip, and I am here for it. And it's also the brother that I've been wanting a story from. Then we have Bad Timing by Kristie Leigh. I don't know if I will have a cover to show you guys, but If I do, it's here. And this dropped onto my Kindle for an arc, and it will be releasing soon. So I know this one hasn't come out yet. And then finally, I have The Dating Dilemma by Mariah Ankenman. And I know I've talked about this one. I had this as an arc. It has recently been released, and I just need to read it because it's firemen and it's Mariah, and she's fucking hilarious over on TikTok. And I want to get this read because I want to be in the know about this fireman. This is pretty sure it's one that I wanted to know a story from from the first book. So there is that. I also received a copy of American Royalty by Tracy Levisay. Thank you again, Tracy. I cannot say it enough. I appreciate that you sent me a copy of this. This is now going to be on the forefront of my mind to get it read. Even though it does not come out until June of this year. I need to read this because this is a rapper, and this is royalty. This is loosely inspired by Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, who I absolutely love and adore. So I am here for this. And then this cover, you guys, I can't get over this cover. I love this cover. Oh, so much. So there is that. I think I have covered everything that needed to be covered. Still slowly kind of recovering from the whole booster shot. It like put me down that weekend that I had it. And then the whole recovering of last week was just like ridiculous. Like I spaced out all those books. I mean, I read 5 books, but yeah, was it 5? Yeah, I think it was 5. But I read the 5 books, but it was like slow moving, man. Slow moving. But we got it done. We got it in. And that's it. So yeah, I will see you guys in another video. Yeah. I did get a whole bunch of stuff recorded too, by the way. But I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.